From sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com, and it is Friday, September 11th, 2020, here with your Ask Mitch live show. So basically the format of this question, it's kind of format of this show, kind of going to be like that Mondays with Mitch that we used to do during the COVID break. And the way that works is basically any questions that you guys have, about any games, anything that's not religion or politics, I will be here to answer those questions. And we got NFL on Sunday, we got college football Saturday, we got Major League Baseball today, we've got NBA today, we got NHL, and anything else really that's going on. I'm here. So be sure to bring your questions, fire away with them, and of course, that's what we're here for. So I'm excited to do this. A lot of people like the Mondays with Mitch, so that's where this comes from. And, like I said, just fire away with the questions. And as you guys can see, I've been loading up my NFL picks for Sunday on at least the video picks. So be sure to check it out. But looking for these questions for today's show. And be sure to smash that like button. What's happening, everybody? Sam is doing great. He's been on a little bit of a diet recently. He had to lose about 10 pounds or so. So he has been hungry as a dog, but he has been active. He's been swimming a ton. He's a great dog. I mean, everybody knows that. But, of course, I'm a little biased because, he's my dog. So, anyways, of course, tons of stuff going on. Here, where is he? Hey, Sammy. Here he is right here. You can see him. Sam, come here, buddy. Here's, say hello to everyone. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Anyways, Sam is doing great, though. You can see he's wagging his tail. He's got a strong tail. He just knocked over the thing over there. Anyways, I don't think there is. I don't think there is a chance that the Giants win on Sunday. But anyways, that is one of the things. But of course, we gotta have free picks on it, just like we always do. Let's see what else we got. Trying to get through it. How do you guys like this idea of the Ask Mitch show? You guys tell me. I don't know. I only do things because you guys, I don't do it to sit here and talk to myself. That's for sure. If I had like 4 people watching or something, I wouldn't do it. Let's see. I have a premium pick on this game. So let's just say I like the Celtics. Thanks for joining us on this show. Morning from Australia. The Lions drifted to -3. I got it -2.5. What do you make of it all? If you're betting a game and you're worried about a half a point or a point, then I wouldn't have bet the game. It's like I go to win games by 10, or by more. And if I was worried about it, I would probably, go money line or something of that nature. Pitt and Royals. I like Pittsburgh in this one. I think the Royals, stringing together big performances like they have recently, probably not something that we're going to see too much from them. So I think you got to stick with Pittsburgh in this one. I think that's where the value is. That's where my money is. The gang is they're on the morning show. We did the morning show, and then there's a 6 o'clock live show with Tony T, Dana Lane, Joe D'Amico. They have a lot of guests today. Jeter's on. They got Ruffalo's on. I could tell you who's on the 6 o'clock show. Tony should do a little promo of that. Let everybody know. But let me see who's on. It is, let me see. Kind of all my windows in here got all moved around. lost it. There we go. Let's see. Let's see who Tony says is on today. So on the 6 o'clock show is Joe Duffy, Joe D'Amico, Chris Ruffalo, Rod, Dana Lane, Jeff Jeter, and Goran. So pretty stacked show. That's along with Tony and Dana and Joe D'Amico hosting that show. So be sure to tune in to check that all out. Let's see what we got. But that's where the gang is. The gang will be there. I just wanted to do one by myself, kind of the Ask Mitch. And let's see what we got here. What do you think about the over-under in the Boston game? I gave out the over in the video. You could check it out on YouTube. But I gave out the over in that. I'm going to stick with it. I just think that Tatum shot really poorly in Game 6. And I think he's going to be better. So I think that's the way to go here is going with the over in that game. See what else we got going on. This is fun. I like it. I haven't done we used to do, remember Free For All Fridays? We just did this one, but we'll do it again. Why not? I like the over. The world is on the under. We don't offer this, but other people do. So, we can offer it, but I think that other people have it already. So it's like I always try and innovate new things as opposed to copy what other people are doing. It's kind of what we do. I'm trying to follow us on online while we're doing this. It's difficult. I messed up the podcast this morning. So that is not on iTunes or Spotify today, but it is, of course, going forward. Let's see. Keep going. Oh, I'm not a hockey guy. I'm not a hockey guy at all. My thoughts on this one is go to one of our hockey guys. The best hockey guys are the puck dogs, I think. They run hot and cold like anyone else. Or there's a few other good hockey guys. Check out the leaderboards for NHL and go from there. Yeah, I haven't had like Sam because we moved into the studio, and as you saw, Sam comes in the studio. He has what we used to call in college a bong knocking tail, right? He's got the tail just swats over everything. Like if you had beers on the table or whatever, Sam's tail would just take them all down. But yeah, how many people we got watching? Probably more than a dozen is my guess. I see, 31, 76 people watching. Cool. Not bad, considering. Mitch, if an MLB money line is too high, do you recommend taking plus money on a pitcher prop? No, I don't. I don't recommend that. I recommend the run line or staying away. There's tons of games out there. There's so many games. There's not like a game where I feel like I need to bet it, Or I go alternate run lines. Good afternoon, Mike. This is an interesting game, right? Because you have the new Bengals quarterback in Joe Burrow. And, boy, if they had the home crowd, this might be a different story. But the Bengals are still a little bit undermanned. They got A.J. Green and Mixon. A.J. Green will be back for Burrow. He's been named the captain of the team. But, you have that Charger defense, which is sick. And I think it's just a bad spot for him. They're going to have to try and get that running game going with Mixon to take the heat off of Burrow, or else he's in trouble against that Charger defense. I got to lean to the Chargers here, got to. I just think that, the Chargers last year were a major disappointment. A lot of people were picking them to win the division, that the Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl. So I think the Chargers have that kind of team, so tough to write them off. Everyone knows I hate Gase. I can't stand him. He was the Dolphins head coach. I hated him then because he's the guy that brought in Jay Cutler and Brock Osweiler. So anytime I have an opportunity to bet against Gase, I do. I think on the road in Buffalo is a lousy spot for the Jets. I'm going to take the Bills in that game. Do you think Miami can win outright? And yeah, I actually do think that. I actually do think that Miami can win outright in New England. I absolutely think they can. It's not something that they haven't done. It's something that they have done, and they've done plenty. So I think even with Tom Brady and with lesser Dolphin teams than they have this year, they've won in New England. So I think it's definitely a possibility. The Dogs, we went over this one already on the live show this morning, but we all like the Pirates. Who else did we go? It's hard to remember. This is too general of a question. I'm sorry, man. Ask some specifics and we'll get there. Yeah, the live streams are fun. I was just talking to my wife about it. She thought that today we crossed some lines, which means we're probably doing the right thing. So, yeah, I enjoy it all the time. Brewers. Yeah, I like the Brewers in that one against the Cubs. John Lester, I think his better days are behind him. Dark horse for the NFL MVP. Well, last night Patrick Mahomes got off to a really good start, and he's probably the favorite, right? But I think the dark horse has got to be, I don't know. I think who are the favorites? Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, the same cast of characters, right? I think the dark Tom Brady maybe, right? Who knows? Yeah, this is the Freestyle Friday had to go because it had lost its form. What's the red X on spread knowledge? The red X on spread knowledge means that there's similar ratings on both sides of the like spread knowledge looks at each individual team in the matchup, so they don't look at the matchup as a whole. So it's not going to give you a check mark in the matchup, but what it does, it will give you like a B rating for one team in the matchup and a C rating for the other. If it's B versus B, spread knowledge will put the red X, meaning stay the heck away. Yeah, I think in the game against Tanaka, I think they absolutely get it done with Aiken. Cleveland -1.5 against Minnesota. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Cleveland doesn't score a ton of runs. That's the problem there. Why risk it? I think they're better spots. So far, it looked like the offense has had the advantage last night. From what we saw last night, the offenses have the advantage. But to me, the offenses need to find that sync, that chemistry, while defenses really don't need to do that as much. So I think you got to look to the offense. The offense, I don't know. In college, it seems the defenses have the advantage. I don't know. No way. Either bet it or don't, If you think you need the 1.5, just take the other side. Steve Monahan is okay. He's got like a lot of things going on in his life. So it's kind of like when things like that happen, when people have a lot of things going on in their life, you take a step back and you say you do what you got to do and you try and be a friend first. And that's, Steve and I are longtime friends. So we have a friend relationship, and then we also have the business relationship, of him being a handicapper on the site and as well as being on our live shows like he has in the past. So, when people have those situations in their life, you have to be a friend first. And sometimes being a friend is tough love, right? It's like no one wants the friend that's like going to just, oh, yeah, everything's okay or whatever. It's like, I always say, like, like back in college and stuff, you wanted the friend that was going to get you drunk till you puke, when you had the girl problems or whatever, right? It's like that. Those are the friends you want to have. And that's the type of friend that Steve Monahan will always be to me. What do you think about the public being on the Celtics and the line not moving much? The line has moved. I think that there's a lot of money on this game. There's a lot of money on this Celtics-Raptors game. The Celtics traditionally have a lot of money on their games. It's kind of like Notre Dame or Alabama or, the Raiders. It's like very, very hard to move those lines. Keep moving right along. Hello. Of course. Nice. No, it was not Eric Gordon. No, it wasn't. It was Ariza or Caruso. It was Caruso that hit the three-pointer. I've been offered 2 book deals actually to do this. So it's something that I've definitely considered. 2 book. I was offered a 2-book deal. One to talk about sports betting, and one to talk about how I became, a sports bettor and on the internet to run a successful internet business. So it's totally flattering, to be offered that. Whether I ever get the time to do those books, I don't know. I like the Brewers. I'm on the other side of this thing. I just think, if anything, even run line Brewers, certainly something I would consider. Is this the Ravens minus 7.5 against the Browns? I say, why not? I think, when you start to get to over a touchdown on opening day, you got to hope that the Ravens are like they were last year and just blowing teams out early in the season. We know that what the Browns are, right? They're dumpster fire. And it's like with Baker Mayfield against the Baltimore defense, he's probably in some trouble. And I think that the Ravens actually did get a little better. I thought they drafted well once again. And I think at running back, they upgraded. And I think we saw what a running back upgrade will do for you last night. Yeah, that's our morning show. We're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. That's for sure. Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened to the Puck Dogs in game 5. That they were so into the Raptors being there that they didn't realize like the buzzsaw that they were walking into. It happens. It happens to everybody. You heard me last night talking about Miami all day, right? We won. We covered. We're good. But it's like, oh, man. Yeah, I offer months and year subscriptions for my picks. If you go to the Premium Picks tab and you click on my name, like where you see my picture, anywhere you see my picture or my name, or you go to a tab that says cappers and it shows all the cappers. If you click on any capper there, it has all their yearly, monthly, weekly, all their different packages that are available. If you have a problem with that, just email me, Mitch@pickdogs.com. I'll help you out with it. Or there's a little chat window on the premium site. I'll walk you through it. I like Miami in that one against Nola. I think that's where the value is. And I think the line reflects that. When you have a minus 150 on Nola in that type of matchup, I think that just shows you how much value there is. Got 115 people watching. It's pretty good for our first ever Ask Mitch show. We're going to start doing these on Wednesdays and on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like the 49ers in this one. I posted my NFL video on this one just about an hour ago, so you can see it out on YouTube. I do talk about this. It just seems like the Cardinals, last year when they played the 49ers, it was more of like a rally type thing. I think the 49ers, after last year's Super Bowl, are going to come out with a chip on their shoulder and try to make a statement. So I got to believe that that they're going to cover in this one, especially at home. Yeah, the line on this thing is 43 points. So I think it does go over, and I think that Texas is in that 48 range, and I just think UTEP probably scores 14 on them in the garbage time. UTEP's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, I didn't see what the status of Harris's injury was. So I didn't see if he's out or what, but I did see he took a helmet to the knee. Let's see what they say. And the state of the U. I do read other sites, that's for sure, especially when it comes to my Canes. They're hoping the injury isn't that serious, but I don't know. I would love to know. If anyone knows, let me know. In college football, there's very little updates as far as, injuries. It's not like the pros where it's just this constant injury thing. Hello to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I think it's Mahomes. I just think that it's always a popularity contest. He might not be the best player this year. He might not have the best season, but it's a popularity contest, the MVP, and I do believe that that it's him, especially after what we saw last night. I like the under just because Snell. I think he's going to keep him down. Oh, boy. No, I don't think he gets 11 Ks against the Tigers. Absolutely not. I like the under on that one. We've done this one a bunch of times. What is Super Chat? I hear you mention throughout the shows, the shirts, and the pick dogs. So when you're in the comments, Brian, on Facebook, you'll see one of the options is to click a $sign in the comments, and that is how you do the Super Chat. Is in the comments. Let's see. Of course. And of course, if you do more than a $5 Super Chat, we send you a free t-shirt just like the one that I'm wearing. Yeah, we didn't bring it back. This is a new consensus report. It's based off of my old site that I used to own, that I started from the ground up. That site. I'm not allowed to legally mention the name, but you guys know which one I'm talking about. So it's just a new iteration of it for our site now, which is a lot better than that old crappy site I used to be at. Old and crappy. I'm from Alabama, Mitch. How do you typically bet with Alabama big spreads? I can see taking the points more often than not, but Alabama tends to usually cover the big spreads. I usually avoid the games is what I do unless I see one that I really like. It's weird because, I can't tell you how many times Alabama games have been my game of the year, where it's like Alabama LSU is like my game of the year, Alabama Auburn, game of the year in college football, because they have their big games late in the season, so you can do that. But I usually will avoid it. I see a lot of people, they love that first half spread. And then, eventually they're going to move them out. But you're talking big, big numbers. We haven't offered a discount on the consensus, and we don't plan on doing one, at least, not for the time being. Number one, it's new. Number two, we feel everything is fairly priced on our website to begin with. But maybe we'll do a consensus. Maybe we'll do like a giveaway on a super chat or something one day. We'll give away consensus reports. Wanted to know if you could bring a PGA guy. I would love one. If you know one, send them my way. Send them my way. That's what I say. What happened to the computer picks? We did them this morning. We do them every day. We did them this morning. 10 o'clock. 10 to 10:30. In between 10 and 10:30. Yankees Orioles. I like the Orioles in the Aiken game against Tanaka. I don't necessarily. I like the Orioles all the way. That one. I think the dogs will be barking. They always are. I think you can always find the dogs and value in the dogs, every single day. You just have to find the right ones. And, we're not going to take dogs for the sake of being on dogs or favorites for the sake of being on favorites. Last weekend, it's been mixed. So we'll see. Okay. So we got... What do you think about Clemson minus 34 versus Wake? Clemson was blowing teams out. So, Clemson was just slaughtering teams. We saw it last year, and that was all after the first part of the season. I don't put NFL futures in personally. Yep, Game 7 tonight. Love Game 7. Gotta love Lamar Jackson. Who's your favorite today? My premium picks, of course. Tom Brady. There it is. That's who we should put. Over 8 in the White Sox Tigers. LA, the Angels? Yes. I like the Angels. Cardinals. I don't do plus 1.5. I would take the other team if I needed to do that. There's a lot of nervous over bettors last night. Angels. Yep, we went over this one. I don't know. I don't love game 1 with Cole on the mound. I would go Orioles in that one too if I was betting it. Yeah, we'll talk about these tomorrow. I think that this game, exactly what you're saying, I think Florida State could get upset by Georgia Tech. I'm with you on that one too. And I think Syracuse has a shot against North Carolina. Well, that's ridiculous. You should never make a bet. We know you're fake, so it really doesn't matter that much. But, it's always bet with your head. What do you think? What do you think? Love that one. What do you think? I think he's asking about Syracuse. I like Syracuse. Awesome. Take your pictures, man. Show them in the Facebook group. I like Syracuse. We did this one. I'm leaning towards the Titans, but the Broncos are always tough at home. That Cowboys-Rams I did a video on. You can check it out on YouTube. I think that, that's a tough game, that Cowboys-Rams. The Cowboys were so bad on the road last year. They lost to the Jets on the road, right? I like Oakland in that one against the Rangers. Pick Dog shirts are only available via the Super Chat. Or if you bought $100 worth of picks at the premium area. There it is, man. Yep, Shane is killer at the KBO, right? I don't agree with that bet there. I'm gonna have to wait until Sunday. I I'm not sure about that game. I think Dallas on the road was so bad. I mean, they lost to the Jets last year. I'm not ready to, leave. I don't understand how they're 2.5-point favorites. What's my favorite golf course in the world is Bethpage Black or Red. Either of those two Bethpages. There's 5 courses at Bethpage State Park in New York, and that's kind of where I really found my game. So, I used to play there when I lived in New York 5-6 years. I played every weekend there. Yep. I don't think so. I mean, you're asking it's one question per person. Let's see what we got. Any college football games that you're getting a freebie? I did videos on every single college football game on our YouTube channel. You can check them all out. Bears Lions. I like the Bears. I'm not taking the Lions anytime soon. I think that's reasonable. I think Panthers money line is reasonable. Oh, the Pillsbury Doughboy, and that's also the Speedy Alka-Seltzer guy. I don't know. I just had him lying around. It's kind of like a box of crap, that your wife's always like, what the hell are you dragging this crap all around for? Why do I have a Hawaiian hula dancer in Jerry Garcia? I mean, I don't know. Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. One per person. Not going to go over every game on the board with you. Oh, I lost on the Seattle Green Bay playoff game a few years ago. I lost a lot. I don't even know how much it was. I lost a ton on that game. I don't know. I like App State in that one, but I think that it's a lot of points. Thank you, James. Shoot me your email, name, and shirt size. I'll send you a shirt just like I'm wearing. Soccer guy is Goran. He's on the 6 o'clock show. And he's on today at 6 o'clock with Tony T. I don't do like a game of the year every single year and stuff like that, but I've never lost one that I've given out. And the only one that was really close, a few years ago, Alabama against LSU, Jalen Hurts ran in that touchdown, and that was my cover. And I really was worried. I was really worried because Alabama was my pick, and Hurts ran in the touchdown. And I was like, thank God, right? Is your guarantee money or what is that? I don't even understand the question. When you take a team with different spreads, White Sox -1.5, do you use the same units for each one? It depends. No, I don't. Generally, no. Tell me about the Ravens. Well, they have purple shirts. We did this game. Nice. He's been good so far. What's going on with Steve? We went over this. Steve has got personal things going on, and as a friend, you say you take as much time as you need, give him a little bit of tough love, give him a hard time about it, joke around in the most inappropriate moments, and hopefully he comes out of it good on the other side, right? I'm not a big parlay bettor. Yeah, we did this one. I did give a free premium pick. Started with a C, ended with an S. Yep, I like that one. Pirates. I do like the under. I think Oakland. My email is mitch@pickdogs.com. Spelled just like this. Pickdogs, all one word. Mitch, M-I-T-C-H, @pickdogs.com. Actually, it doesn't take as much as you think. It just takes a lot of discipline. And it takes guts, That's really what it mostly takes is guts. And it takes you have to be emotionless. It's like when you lose, You can be disappointed that you lost. When you win, you could be happy that you win, but you have to just treat it as a single event and to move on. And I think more than anything, it's a mindset. Do you think the Yankees and Cole can get it done on the run line today versus the Orioles? I wouldn't bet on it. He's been terrible. Yeah, in high school, I lettered 5 times. Wrestling, football, and baseball. Yep. That was a bad UAB was a bad bet. They were lucky to be that close, to be honest with you. This show is not going to be on podcast. Maybe we should. We could add this to our podcast mix, but I didn't record it. I have a board right here that you guys never see. So but this is the board, the soundboard, and you see this green button right there, this one. That's how you do the podcast. You have to hit that and it turns red. And that's like when you hear the laugh track and stuff. It's these buttons. But that's where all that comes from. You could program those. Chris and Rod always laugh like in the after show when I show them like my directions on how to work the board. They're always like, So here are my directions for the soundboard. There's like, see how big they are? Look at this. So they're always like, yeah, you got to get Mitch's directions out. All right. What football game am I most confident on? I guess you'll find out tomorrow in my premium picks. Oh, boy. How do they handle a frustrating loss? Well, we saw how the Celtics handled the frustrating loss the last time. They came out and blew them out of the building. Let's see. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, it's all in good fun. How many hours a day do I work on the videos? Let's see. Probably 4 hours a day plus the live shows. So I'd say 5 to 6 hours a day. And then on Tuesdays, 14 to 15 hours. Mike Fiers, the whistleblower. I think he's an average pitcher. What's the number one thing you're good at that you do that makes you successful at gambling? I make big bets. That's what makes me successful, is that I'm not afraid to take chances and to make big bets. You never hear me say take plus 1.5. You never hear me say take money line favorites. You never hear me say any of those things. I'm either in or I'm out, and I'm super decisive about it. And I think that's what it is. What is the difference? You know, I know other people that do this for a living. They bet like 15-cent parlays. It's like either you're in or you're out, man. You know, I haven't known Bitler all that long. And personally, like as far as face-to-face and actual conversations with them, really it's been fairly recent. I had him on as a guest a while ago, but that was the only other time I had talked to him besides him doing the shows. And I've talked to him on the phone a couple times, but we talk on Facebook all the time, but it's not like talking face-to-face. But I do love doing the show with him. Just pick a side and put your money in. whatever, man. The thing is, it's like I like putting the time in, you know? I love this. This is what I do. You know, this isn't like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. This is what I do, man. I love it. I love talking to you guys. I mean, I could be out on the golf course right now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here. Instead, I'm talking to you guys. It's 9:45 a.m. What's my biggest win? And that was the Miami Notre Dame game a few years ago, when Miami housed Notre Dame as a 2.5-point dog at home. All right. We got to all the questions. Thanks to everyone who joined us today. New show. Enjoyed it. It was awesome. I think it's definitely something to build on for the future. 135 people watching. Not like our morning shows, right? Thousands, but it's definitely a start. So check out the 6 o'clock show with Tony T, Dana Lane, Joe D'Amico. They have a bunch of great guests. The Puck Dogs are going to be on there. They've got I forget who else. I went through the whole list. Jeter's going to be there. I think Jeter's coming on tomorrow too. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to talk college football in the morning. You guys know it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It's college football Saturday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, enjoy the 6 o'clock show. I'm not on today. I'll be in here doing videos for tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everyone who joined us.